everybody, welcome to Real Brave Live, I think. Today we're going to talk about, you know what, first of all, we haven't been here in a couple weeks.
What are you doing?
What?
Are we going?
Apparently we're live.
Are we live?
Oh.
Come on, Magnus. Intern Magnus. Hi, viewer.
We haven't been here for a couple weeks because we've been doing stuff. Yeah, we're live. We've been doing stuff. We've had a summit here at the studio where we did things. We talked to people that work here, and we've done all sorts of crazy stuff. But today we're here to talk about the and I'm missing my desk. It's gone.
Yeah, you got a downgrade.
I know. I got downgraded to.
I just noticed that your desk wasn't here.
Pretty severe downgrade.
So, am I cut off too? Can you see my head? Everything okay? You look. Max says I look okay. Look okay. So today we're going to talk about the 10 heaviest metal songs of all time. Right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
For the holidays.
But it's a holiday edition, right? Because what better way to ring in the holidays than to listen to what bands?
We'll see, because we got a pretty good list today.
Because that's how you sent it out in the email. You said, "Hey, it's November, so it's the holidays." And what better way to celebrate than what's the heaviest songs of all time is?
Right, the heaviest songs of all time.
Sure.
But we don't know them.
Still
yet.
don't.
I actually don't even have a list. I got to pull my phone out here.
On a very much more serious note, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is...
Died?
No, it's just not. It's just not. I don't get it.
But that has nothing to do with the heaviest metal songs.
It has both to do with
yeah.
metal and with the holidays.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra
Right.
is the Beatles ripoff band.
No, Trans-Siberian Orchestra is the metal band / orchestra that does holiday music.
Oh, okay. Then
Carol of the Bells and the like. The others. No. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
I'll go up. Why though? Why do you have to take Christmas music, which is everybody's favorite genre, and then make it metal? I don't get what you get out of that. I don't get.
Aren't all the modes and all the chords that are in songs or pieces like that are reminiscent of metal to some extent?
In a way, yeah.
What other Trans-Siberian Orchestra songs? That's the one.
They have one. Well, there's that.
They have a whole
one
album of Christmas
called Wizards in Winter.
Okay.
Which is
Hey. Okay.
Then they start shredding with all these different.
Yeah, but okay, cool still, but I keep getting reminded of the episode of The Office. It's like season 2 where it's like a Christmas party, and they're playing that Carol of the Bells, and Dwight just starts standing on a desk and going, "It's Christmas!" Like in his most metal voice.
You know something though? It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
It's about the
That's
baby
the point.
Jesus.
It is about the baby Jesus.
Yeah, November to January 30th.
Sweet 6 pound, 8 ounce baby Jesus.
Little balled up fists, can't speak.
Yeah, well, it used to be after Thanksgiving, right? It
What,
used to
the
be
holidays?
After Thanksgiving, where we would start singing Christmas songs. After Thanksgiving, and it's pre-Thanksgiving, and I never even said the word Christmas pre-Thanksgiving prior to today. Hey, we got 2 people watching. Hi, Brendan.
So are we commencing the war on Christmas right now? Is that what's happening?
The war on Christmas is a battle to the death
I mean,
with metal, because today we're talking about metal, not Christmas, right? There we go.
something like that.
Thanks, Wayne and Garth.
Party on, Dan.
Yeah, so Mike is gracing the stage today. Mike DeProspo,
Hello, everyone.
Famously of Real Braves teaching team here,
Yes.
and desk management staff,
Yes.
and PERT commercial.
Pert and popular?
PERT
Yes.
Plus commercial.
Pert Plus.
PERT Plus
for
commercial.
For him.
Him.
It's a 12-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, motor oil, window cleaner,
Salad dressing?
salad dressing.
Yeah, okay. No, you put this list together because I had originally emailed out like in the middle of the night, we're doing metal tomorrow, and I found a list on Google, not Business Insider.
Yeah, it was just the first result on Google, and it was Google's result. It was like Google's list.
It was like an AI result of the hardest, but they were pretty good. Like I have to admit, there was a couple on there like, oh, I knew that, I knew that, I knew this. But you decided to curate the list, the top 10, my top 10 heaviest songs of all time by
Yes.
Mike DeProspo.
And when I heard we were going to do the heaviest songs of all time, I thought Mike might want to weigh in. Because heaviest songs.
What are you trying to say?
The songs are heavy.
What are you trying to say?
And then, so Mike comes in very happy. He's like, so, I heard we're doing the heaviest songs of all time tomorrow.
This is his wheelhouse, not
Yeah.
mine.
This is definitely my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that when Kevin, you came up to me and said, we're doing heavy metal on the podcast tomorrow, when I said,
More specifically, I barged into your lesson with like a 7-year-old girl.
yes.
Kicked the door open.
and-
Hi, sorry to interrupt.
And you said, we're doing metal on the playlist tomorrow. The first thing I said was, did Dan get this list from Business Insider?
We all wish
And
that
he's
was
like,
the case.
I don't think so. And he sent it to me, and it's just the Google search for heaviest songs of all time. So I'm like, no, I could do better than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Which
So-
also, Black Hole Sun should be one of the heaviest songs of all time.
No.
Because its black holes are massive. So massive, in fact, that their gravitational pull is such that not
This
even
music
light...
is not that intelligent, Kevin.
That's a song called Supermassive Black Hole.
By Shubulugana
By
Milgada?
Which supermassive black holes, even heavier
Yeah.
than regular black holes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can actually hear you over the loudness over here. Interns are having a great time. I should thank them for their work today. Thank you. You were on time. We were off time.
Way to go, intern Greg, intern Magnus. Wait, don't talk though.
Don't talk. No talking. All right. So how do we want to do this? This is in no particular order, right?
This was kind of just.
These
the
are all
songs-
number ones for you.
They're mostly number ones for me. The number one song on this list very much is my number one song of like when you talk about heavy, like iconic heavy metal songs. You couldn't go up to a metalhead who doesn't know this song, for sure.
Okay. The band Meshuggah.
Yes.
Meshuggah. Where does the name come from?
That's a good question. I've never actually. I don't think I've actually taken the time to look into. I know they're from. I think they're from Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes.
Okay.
Meshuggah sounds like something you'd call your booby. Or
Meshuggah.
your
Meshuggah
booby would
is-
call you.
Is sort of a form of
Meshuggah.
is sort of a Yiddish word, but it's more so. So growing up with a mom who used Yiddish words sometimes because my mom is Jewish, she used to use words like not meshuggah, but the word was meshuggah,
Meshuggah.
which is like when things are out of order and like in disarray, everything is meshuggah right now. We got to get everything together.
Very good. I didn't know that this is going to be part of the conversation today. A little culture.
A little bit.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew? Okay. So the whole song is pretty heavy. I don't have any background on this stuff because we don't have any research.
I'm sorry, I thought we were gonna have research on
Yeah,
it.
I thought so too.
Was your job, Mike.
Well, no, I asked our friends in the corner, but I think that got lost. That's okay.
It's on the slide.
It's on the slide.
Oh, it's too bad we can't see the
It's
slide,
too bad I
though.
can't see the slide. Can we pull up the slide, producer? Yeah, Meshuggah. And you had one job. That's the meme, right?
Yes.
I'm just kidding, guys. I can't read this because the words are going over it. Oh, I could do that too. That's a good idea. Thank you. So Meshuggah was formed in 1987
Yeah,
by lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist Jens Kidman.
John.
John's Kidman.
John?
John Kidman.
Is it G-A?
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Oh.
It took
John
the
Goodman.
name
Oh, God,
Meshuggah
John Goodman.
from the Yiddish word crazy. Very good. See, your upbringing brought you some good in life.
A little bit.
Yep, ultimately derived from the Hebrew word, I don't know. And Kidman found the word in an American street slang dictionary. That's interesting. Anyway, so this song is really, really hard. Do you have a riff you can play that we could talk about?
I would say
we can't play the
all the
song.
songs. You learned all the songs, right?
what?
You learned all the songs, right?
Oh, sure. So no, it's actually it's in standard. Well, see, here's the thing. When you play, so Meshuggah kind of originated and adapted. It's very debated, but they originated the style called djent, which is a like a subgenre of heavy metal. D-J-E-N-T.
Like-
Djent.
Like djembe.
Like djembe almost. Yes. So
A
they,
more esoteric word.
so they kind of originated this style, and it has to do a lot with, for all you musicians out there who are listening, hello everyone. It has to do with a lot with using different time signatures and using a lot of what are known as polyrhythms, which are rhythms that kind of are based on offbeats, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only to you guys. Go ahead.
So the rhythm, is that too loud or am I okay?
I think you're going to be okay. If
Okay,
you're
cool.
talking over that, we might be a little rough, but we'll see.
So if you'd like to join me, the pattern is triplets. But in the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard. It's very hard to play and keep the time. It's like.
Try to speak into the mic if you can.
Sure, sorry.
That's okay.
I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to hear me try to.
You're
speak.
speaking music.
Yeah. So it's.
How does the Pirates of the Caribbean theme go? So it's the Pirates of the Caribbean.
On
Rhythm.
steroids. Kind of, but it's faster. So imagine 4/4 at like 110 BPM.
Beats per minute.
Beats per minute. Sorry, 110 beats per minute. And what's crazy is that the guitars and the bass are doing that rhythm along with the bass drum of the drummer.
The double pedal.
The double pedal.
The devil pedal?
The
Double
devil
pedal.
pedal.
Double pedal.
So,
That I can't do.
however, the beat that you hear that you're counting is quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on a cymbal and a snare. 1, 2. While the drums are going, and all the
rhythm.
guitars are going with that. So, just right off the bat, in your face, heavy.
It starts off like that, right?
Yes, just right off the bat, and it kind of stays that way the whole song. But
Bleed.
there
We're
are
talking about Bleed, the song Bleed.
the
by
song
Meshuggah.
"Bleed" by Meshuggah. Yeah, it kind of stays that way for most of the song, though there are certain interpolations of that rhythm, like there's time changes,
Yeah.
and feel changes, and everything like that.
And that's a big part of the genre too, is time change, right? Going from like straight 4 to what?
Insanity, we'll call it.
Insanity. 50 over 4.
Yep.
Let's get into this. Oh, you had a.
I just wanted to point out that there's, a real world psychological, neurological reason that genres like metal will use different time signatures. And that's just, as human beings, we're used to dividing things into 2 or 3. 1, 2, 1, 2 feels totally normal, totally natural, and we're comfortable there. Even 1, 2, 3.
Like a standard waltz.
Yeah, that still feels normal. But when you start throwing in subdivisions of 5 or 7, then you just on an internal neurological level are uneasy. You
Yeah.
start to feel very uneasy, and so I would imagine that is the goal of some of the lexicon here, is to make people just feel uneasy.
For sure.
Speaking of lexicon, So we'll just dive into the lyrics, right? Because if I go into the end, it begs the question, why? Why so angry?
Yeah, I've asked that question.
You've asked that question
Yeah.
before. Mike, why so angry?
Why-
You're not an
why are
angry
you so
guy.
mad?
Actually, ask me that question.
Why you mad, bro?
Why so mad, bro?
So,
Can I read one of the lyrics?
Surely, yeah, absolutely.
The last line, a sneering grin, the voice of my reaper, chanting softly the song of depletion.
Yes. So for me personally,
The love song.
I've always seen metal and heavy metal and other subgenres so as an outlet, like most people do with their music, to find, like Kevin with Fish. What is, when you listen to Fish, do you channel the energy that you're feeling into your music at all?
Like fish, like real big fish.
Like Real Big Fish, yeah.
I don't really like ska.
Okay, my apologies. What about you, Dan? You like ska?
No.
Wow. I feel attacked.
Do I appreciate? No, I didn't attack you. I just said I didn't like it. When I listen to it, I'm like, cool, and then I
But
move on.
This is so for me. Even growing up as an angsty teenager, an angsty youth, which I know you had an angsty teenage phase, and you had an angsty teenage
Definitely.
phase.
I had an angsty 20s and 30s.
Yes,
as well.
you did,
Yeah.
and you had an angsty teenage phase as well, right?
Yeah.
So, finding things to channel your energy and say your anger, for example. It could be other emotions, but generally anger. You channel that into your music. G. So for me, that was heavy metal, and they were just lyrics that you could really feel your emotions to. Music that,
If that emotion was anger.
yeah.
Okay.
If that, it could be other. It
This
depends
is
on-
very angry lyrics, my friend. This is so a lot of people would not understand this.
right.
So what would you say to teens who are into jazz?
What's wrong with you?
Why can't they just play the right notes?
Everything's in 4/4 time if you don't
If you don't, everything is 4/4 time. If you don't count it
count
like a nerd.
We've got 9 more to go through here.
Sorry.
Blasphemian?
Jeez.
Blasphemy by Infant Annihilator.
And we have a game
Yes.
to get to too.
Oh yeah, so we got to blasphemian through these.
Ah,
I did it.
yeah, that's nice.
Ah, very nice. So Blasphemy by Infant Annihilator is a song that I had found actually not
By who?
Infant.
Infant's the name of the band?
Infant Annihilator is the name
Oh,
of the band.
Annihilator.
So do you have kids?
No, I don't. As a matter of fact, do you?
No, Dan.
Dan, you have kids?
Nope.
Okay,
So none of us.
that's unfortunate.
Man,
So,
I hope they're not watching.
so Infant Annihilator is not a very world-renowned known band like some other types of metal bands or even rock bands, whatever types of bands are. They're more of a, I like to call them a parody band.
They're an English deathcore-based band in Hull, East Riding of Yorkshire.
Sure.
Very, very fancy.
Very fancy.
Very British. Very evil. Go ahead.
So Infant Annihilator is one of those bands that kind of plays on the trope of heavy metal being super fast guitars,
Okay.
like super fast picking and heavy riffs,
right.
and kind of unintelligible, call them guttural screaming vocals.
Yeah, is that the thing?
Like that.
Yeah, okay.
But they take it to an entirely new level. Like they layer 5 guitars on one track, 4 different layers of vocals, so it just sounds like absolute mud in your ears. But it's so over the top, but still so well produced and recorded.
Can we hear like a little snippet of maybe what that sounds like?
I can't play that.
You can't do it?
No, unfortunately, I can't.
This is a family show.
This is a family show.
Oh,
And
the lyrics are bad too?
Again, the lyrics are rather. I tried to pick a part of lyrics that didn't have such.
Are they mad at babies?
No.
Did
they're
they all
just-
get on a plane one day and there was just a baby crying and like, I'm gonna annihilate you?
Yeah, they
Well,
don't
that's
like
a cattle
babies.
decapitation.
I don't know who that is.
They're another.
Our whole band is about the fact that we hate babies.
We were in a Denny's and there was a baby in the next booth and he just kept screaming.
Yeah.
So we wrote a song about it.
Their singer is an American
Oh.
guy.
So we were in a Denny's and there was a baby in the next booth screaming.
Yes.
So we wrote a song about it.
So
I don't Okay.
No, the ruins of monuments. I don't even know what that word is. They have come to conquer. Nope.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Are we allowed to like play little snippets of these songs?
We're
or-
not.
Not yet.
No, but we put it up there, and people can find them and play them on their own. One day, we'll be able to play these songs.
Okay.
We're not allowed.
Understandable.
Yeah, we'll get taken down by Mr. Zuckerberg himself, who just looks like the type of person that is like, he's just like a whole, like a 6-foot flesh color, like covered bee sack.
Is he that tall?
I think he's pretty tall, yeah. But it does look like he's just covered in like a
Bees?
bees, but there's just like flesh over it and a face that talks.
Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't know lizards could grow that tall.
He could be a lizard too. Like the last video that he did when he announced Meta, I was a little like,
A little off.
right? It was a little strange. Like his eyes were a little too dilated. He looks like a lizard.
My
Are you
favorite
watching?
video of his is the barbecue one. He's in his backyard, Facebook Living, and he talks about smoking meats and smoking brisket. And he talks about using Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Oh, God. Good for them.
This podcast brought to you by Sweet Baby Ray's and Meta.
We gotta
Yeah, we got
blaspheme
to go.
through these. Laid to Rest, Lamb of God. I've heard of Lamb of God.
Yeah, Lamb of God, probably one of the most iconic, not as heavy and unintelligible as the rest of them, but
You know, I get a lot of crap for being a Fish fan and for the lyrics being unintelligible, so to say.
And
I'm just pointing that out. And I don't have anything to counter that with.
yeah,
Okay.
but I'm saying Trey Anastasio doesn't sing with the bottom of his throat like he's summoning, like he's opening the portals of the underworld.
One could argue that he barely sings at all.
True.
But go on, sorry to interrupt.
But so Laid to Rest for me is probably one of the most iconic riffs metal songs of all time.
can you play it? That we can allow.
I can try.
Okay.
Something along those lines. Again, very for the mild heavy metal listener. Such an iconic song, iconic riff, iconic band, really.
Yeah, I've actually heard of them. This song is meant to be the first-person narrative, according to Genius.com, of a murder victim haunting his killer from beyond the grave. Isn't that nice? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, that's a Ghost of Christmas Future.
I don't think he killed anybody.
Oh, well, he might have.
You think that Ebenezer Scrooge...
I think indirectly through his shady business practices as an industrialist, definitely led to the death of some
Maybe
innocent.
Tiny Tim killed him later on in
Yeah,
life.
I would see that.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
I would see
Yeah.
that sequel,
Yeah.
The Revenge of Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Well, I mean, the very first words of A Christmas Carol is the Marleys were dead to begin with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Scrooge, they worked them to death. They were his partners. And
It wasn't very
he killed
nice. I guess he would be canceled in this culture, huh?
them. Sure.
Probably,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Or
Capitalist.
own a spaceship company. One of those.
I really want to talk about that. I do, but I can't. Number 4, To the Hellfire, Lorna Shore.
Lorna
That's a
Shore.
famous actress who was in many won a daytime Emmy, right? Lorna Shore?
I believe so. Yeah.
Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives. What is this about, Mike? Tell me. Bring us lots of F-bombs.
That's why I was
All
a
right.
little. So when I sent you all these songs, I added timestamps into the songs because I thought we were gonna like preview.
I want
little clips of
to.
them
Yeah, I wish we could. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Thought that, huh?
as to try to avoid, dropping f bombs in the podcast. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
F-bombs.
Yeah.
So Lorna Shore, they've been a band, to my knowledge, throughout. I think like the early 10s up until now. They've gone through multiple changes of singers, guitarists, so on and so forth. Most recently, they actually drafted a singer who it was actually part of what we call the New Jersey DIY scene, which is like the local rock and metal bands, like the kind of people who go to like Dingbats in Clifton and get like 6 bands together and do pay to play. Singer by the name of Will Ramos.
Okay.
Very-
Yeah, this is a New Jersey band.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm reading that here. It's an American deathcore band from Warren County, New Jersey. Where is that?
Warren County is
Is that
It's
west
like-
of here? North, south of here?
I would say a little bit north of here.
A little north, eh?
A little bit north.
Oh,
yeah, I think so.
They think they're in the country over there.
Yeah.
But
This song is their most recent song that came out with their first single, I believe, with Will Ramos, the new singer, and it's just disgustingly. This is just at the very end. The breakdown. I'd like to talk about like some of the breakdowns in some of these songs. Is just absolutely disgustingly heavy.
disgustingly heavy.
Yes, like
I want to see if I...
layered vocals.
Is it with the real guttural...
Super, yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Does heavy mean loud, low, or both? Or fast, or slow?
Heavy is kind of like
What
an
accents?
amalgamation of all of those things.
Okay.
Like,
Good word.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Like when you think of heavy, you think of just like, I don't know. It's really hard to explain. Really, you can have heavy be fast, or have heavy be slow. A lot of like brought up low end. Like imagine a bass guitar, all the way up, treble all the way up, bass all the way up, mids scooped all the way up, with a distortion on it.
Doesn't it mean to scoop mids? Doesn't that mean to cut mids out entirely?
Hang on.
Yeah, so that sounds a lot like a machine gun.
Just listen.
It just sounds like a machine gun.
I would
People being
More-
shot by a machine,
yeah.
machine gun.
more, please, if you can.
I can. I'll try. Let's see what happens.
Not on the rights to this.
Ready?
Yo, what is that?
That's a man's voice.
Oh my god.
That is one. I've seen videos of him do that live. Of him doing that live. That is one individual person's voice.
I'd really like to hear the Michael Bublé cover of that.
Speaking of holidays, isn't it time for Michael Bublé to come out of hibernation?
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There's
and
a
then
yeah.
if he
There's
sees the
a
shadow. We get 12 more days of Christmas.
there's a bear cave of him just spooning bears. Well, that was interesting. Next, the Heretic Prevails, the Shadow of Intent.
Oh, Shadow of Intent. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Shadow of Intent is more. They're very much like a heavier type of
It gets heavier.
metal. It gets heavier.
Oh, man.
Metalcore type of band, but they're also very progressive in their sound, kind of in the way that you would think of like a band like Dream Theater,
Okay.
changing time signatures,
Right.
Syncopated offbeats,
Maybe a little bit more melodic.
a little bit more melodic. The beginning of the song starts with piano,
Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
fancy.
but the
And they
reason-
used the word betwixt.
Betwixt?
did, yes.
Yeah.
The reason I chose this song is strictly for the breakdown itself. The singer, I think his name is Ben Duerr, Duerr. Dwyer,
Doer.
Ben Duerr.
Doer.
I think he uses like 3 or 4 different styles of vocal techniques just in this one breakdown.
That's not it. The Heretic Prevails.
The Heretic Prevails by Shadow of Intent.
It's nice in the beginning. You see that? 314. 314. Because I think snippets will be acceptable. It's frightening, man.
No, there's more. Please,
just-
please. I beg of you. The whole breakdown, please, if possible. It's only.
Well,
a couple
we'll see what
seconds.
happens. I mean, I don't think anybody in Facebook's like, well, what do you think we should do, guys?
No, it's the robots. They're saying, that's one, kill it.
All right. That's frightening, man. So what are you thinking when you're listening to that? Are you like, this is fun? Or is like, I want to go out and rip somebody's face off?
This is fun. It kind of levels me out. You know?
Levels you out.
Sometimes
You don't feel like you're like sitting next to a zombie?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I'm very much in my zone when I listen to songs like that.
Where are you listening to this? Is this in the car? Is this at home? Is this like eating breakfast and during the shower maybe? Just throwing on a little Shadow of Intent?
Anywhere I can listen to it, absolutely. But mostly in my car when I'm driving.
Okay, I'd say car. Working out, I don't know if you work out, you go to the gym, run a little bit.
Definitely working out because it definitely gives you that drive of like,
that I agree.
I'm a beast, I'm going to flip a building over. Now you take that energy into the gym with you or whatever and then, you know.
Okay.
Right, Kevin?
Yes. I listen to Wolfpack when I work out.
That's just like...
Yeah, exactly. But it's funky. It gets you moving.
Have you ever seen A Night at the Roxbury? Very funny movie.
I have, yes.
You know when they're in the car and they're listening to songs and they're bobbing their heads like this.
Yes.
And they listen to What Is Love.
Yep.
That's me when I'm listening to Shadow of Intent.
Oh boy.
Do you have a hard stop at 2?
I have a hard stop. I might actually.
So we should go straight to the game.
Let's just talk about. Sorry, Mike.
It's okay.
Which one in here would you want to talk about that we haven't talked about?
list.
We've got Cannibal Corpse is up next.
Okay. The only thing I can think about.
Coming in hot is Cannibal Corpse, coming in the Billboard Top 4,000 Songs of All Time.
Oh, how about Entombment of a Machine by the
Entombment-
band Job for a Cowboy?
Entombment of a Machine, Job for a
Sounds
Cowboy.
like a country kind of.
It does, doesn't it? And then you listen to just the beginning of the song, and it's very, again, one of those songs that just smacks you right off the bat.
right.
Screaming vocals.
What's it called?
Entombment of a Machine.
Entombment of the machine. Entombment of the machine.
It's I am listening to this on a phone, so I have to like dig into this a little bit more. But
Yeah, you know what I mean. Entombment of the machine.
I just want to know like what is the motivation to write? I have no problem with this because I myself have like listened. I'll just like I need something really heavy, and I'll just find something really heavy and I'll listen to it. Similar. I don't know what I'm listening to, but I just want to know what the motivation is. Like, what is the motivation to be able to? And then we'll get to the game. To write this type of music, to sing like that, and like, what's the lifestyle like? Is this like, do they have kids at home? Do they have a dog? They white picket fence?
Sure, absolutely. These are just everyday
average
guys,
they're,
just like
they're
you.
mowing the lawn. They're like, "Hi, Chuck," and then that night they're like,
Very much, yeah. It's a huge misconception that guys in these metal bands are like dirty, dingy.
Right, yeah.
You know, they punch babies in the face.
punch
and
babies in
they,
the face.
You know,
I don't know where
they
where anybody
go
would get
to
that.
bars and just burn them down. It's a huge
Yeah.
misconception. These are just
Eating dead bodies.
everyday average guys like you. They have families, children. They drive their children to school. They go to shopping malls. They
They're in their PTOs.
Yep.
They run for city council.
Yeah, I was going to say they vote.
They lead sermon at church.
Yep.
I don't know about
I don't
go
know
that far.
Church of Satan?
They just
Church of Satan?
possibly. I don't know.
Baphomet.
Sign me up for that.
But it just so happens that they're covered in tattoos and are able to summon the underworld through their voice.
Well, that is great. Look how excited Greg is. He's yawning. You did a good job.
Thank you.
We'll have you on again, maybe.
I hope I made the cut.
You made the cut. I think you've had you on. You're the only recurring guest we've had that will put up with this nonsense.
Friend of the show, Mike Prosper.
Yeah, friend of the show.
I've done I think 3 podcasts so far.
Yeah, you filled in one time for Kevin.
You
Only one time for Kevin.
Entirely, yeah.
I did the Metallica one.
Lowest rated episode.
Look, highest rating.
And we did the
Lowest-
Ghostbusters
lowest,
episode.
Lowest informed episode.
Right.
We did the Ghostbusters episode.
Yeah, well, we performed. Was I joining you on that with George? I think it was
Oh, there
Halloween
was
last year.
a holiday song.
It was like one of the
Halloween
first.
song.
It was one of the first ones back from lockdown.
I don't remember that at all.
You were playing right over there, and I had the camera, and it was very high quality.
Yes.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
Yes.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right. What kind of game do we have?
So, hey, today we have a game, and our interns are ready to pull up the slide for this. And they're about to put some reverb on my voice while I read the name of the game, heavy metal lyric or Bible verse.
Ooh.
Heavy metal lyric or Bible. Did you get the reverb? Reverb happened? No, don't.
Hold on, you missed it.
Don't actually.
You can't go back to that.
Yeah,
that's a one and done.
Yeah, we're not going back then. We missed it. You blew it!
So,
It's got echo on.
heavy metal lyric or Bible verse.
All right, just make sure you take it off after that.
Yeah.
Learning on the fly. Here we go.
So, basically, I'm going to press start, and I'm going to read, and you're going to tell me, you'll both tell me, you'll clock in your answers.
Wait, do I need a sound for this?
No, it's not a buzzer in. It's
No?
whoever gets it gets the point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can both get points. You guys get the scoreboard up? Yeah. What are you looking at over there that's not the podcast? You guys are looking at your phone. Okay.
What is that? The emergency weather services?
I'm looking for a buzzer sound.
Just the Amber Alert signal.
The Amber Alert signal.
I totally ignored what Kevin asked me to do.
So, here we go. Great.
I would also like
It'll play great.
May I preface this game by saying that I've never read the Bible before?
That's okay.
I've never even opened a Bible before.
That's okay too.
Not because of my heavy metal ties, but
You're half
because
Jewish
of my,
heritage.
my religion. Yes, I've
You
never
ever stayed at a
opened one.
hotel?
Yes, but I've never looked inside the Bibles. I know that they have Bibles in there.
Did you know Mike's last name was originally DeProspostein?
That wasn't.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Can you imagine, though? Okay, first lyric or Bible verse.
All right.
If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh. Wait.
It's not a buzzer. It's a.
And that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenges on the enemy. You can both answer. You don't have to buzz in.
I want to buzz in.
Okay, go ahead, buzz.
Go ahead, buzz.
I did.
Bible verse or heavy metal lyric?
That's got to be a heavy metal song.
Okay.
I think heavy metal as well.
Both are heavy metal. Let's ready those points. Sorry, that's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 41 to 42, a verse in the Bible.
Dang, the Bible is metal.
It's brutal as heck.
It's brutal.
They take all their, you know.
There's a
their
lot
lyrics.
of influence. There's a lot of influence.
Definitely.
Okay, so we're both at 0. Next question, I'm going to start flying through these. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in your hills and in your valleys, and in all your rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make you perpetual desolations, and your cities shall not return, and you shall know that I am the Lord.
That's
that's
got to be
That's a Bible verse.
Bible verse?
Bible verse.
Bible verse?
25:17.
Ezekiel 35, 8 through 9.
I thought you didn't read the Bible.
How did you?
You ever see Pulp Fiction?
No.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
The path of the righteous man is beset upon others
Okay.
by, so on and so forth. It's just the end of that. You will know my name is the Lord.
Mike is tangentially holy through the dude. Oh no, Pulp Fiction you said?
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Julius, whatever.
That's right.
Samuel Jackson.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stench shall rise up out of their corpses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
That's
heavy metal.
That's not going to be metal.
Metal?
Yeah.
Isaiah 34:3. It's a Bible verse.
Are these all Bible verses?
Dude,
So
you-
far.
You think
What's the
that
score,
this
guys?
comes from the demons
Should be
from
1-1.
down below.
They both got the last one right, and then the next one wrong. 1-1.
Oh, I thought it was like golf. The more points you get, like.
It's not like golf. They're both well below par.
Can you write that down so I can save it for later?
I thought it was like golf.
I thought it was like golf.
Heavy metal lyric or Bible verse. The sky is turning red. Return to power draws near. Fall into me the sky's crimson tears. Abolish the rules made of stone.
Oh, yeah. When you're ready.
I think it's.
Dan wasn't even listening.
I wasn't even listening. So you go ahead.
It's heavy metal.
Heavy metal, Dan?
Sure, heavy metal.
Okay, you're both in agreement of heavy metal. It is. That's Slayer, Raining Blood. Very good.
Very good.
And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
You can answer first.
I think this is going to be a Bible verse.
Bible?
This also sounds very biblical to me.
That's correct. This is Revelation 9:6. Very good, very good. I can feel it burn inside of me, tormented young with no souls, haunting me, pain in their lives. All they know is misery. They take these chains away that are holding me down.
That's, I know what that is. I'll let Dan answer first.
I think this is going to be a Bible verse. No, I think this is going to be a heavy metal song.
That's a wise inference.
It is a heavy metal song. It is Eternal Rest by Avenged Sevenfold.
Whoa!
Very good. Okay. You get bonus points if you name the verse or the song from now going forward. How are we doing on points, guys? All right. I am a bother to dragons and companion to owls. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
That sounds like it's from Lord of the Rings.
Is it? Maybe.
It could be a Bible verse.
You got one vote Bible verse, one vote Lord of the Rings. It's a Bible verse.
It can
Job.
only be one or two. I'm going to win this game. I'm terrible at
Job
games.
chapter 30.
Me too.
I lose interest like after 5 minutes.
Killing scores with demon swords now is the death of doers of wrong. Swing the judgment hammer down safely inside armor, blood, guts, and sweat.
That's got to be heavy metal.
Metal?
Yeah, that sounds like metal.
Metal. That's Metallica, the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
Yeah, behold, the pale horse is part of the Bible. So, yeah, Bible.
Bible?
You know what? I'm gonna say metal lyric
Incorrect. That's Revelation
Yeah,
chapter 6,
Revelations.
verse 8.
because it sounded very like Iron Maiden metal-y to me. Right
Yeah,
at the
behold, a
end.
pale horse is a very famous line from Revelation.
And it's referenced actually in quite a lot of metal songs.
Again, I've never read the Bible, so I'm kind of going off.
I don't know. It sounds like you have. You
Daughter
know, a lot
of
of metal songs.
Babylon, doomed to destruction, happy is the one who repays you according to what you have done to us. Happy is the one who seizes your infants and dashes them against the rocks.
Oh, sorry. What?
Huh?
Bible or metal song?
Metal.
Metal?
Bible.
Bible? It's Bible.
Whoa!
That's Psalm
Who's
137, 8 to 9.
I'm winning. That's baloney.
Wait, what?
At 1 point. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Because you said Lord of the Rings on one of them.
Yeah, but you said I get extra points if I could name the song and.
I said from then that point going forward. Now the stakes are higher.
You blew it!
He has bent his bow like an enemy. His bow? His bow. Like an enemy, he stood with his right hand as an adversary and slew all that were pleasant to the eye in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion.
How many are there of these, by the way?
There's like 16 total, so I think, I don't know how many we have.
Maybe
Maybe
one more after this?
A couple more? Okay.
Yeah.
He poured out his fury like fire. Who is this? Bible or metal?
Bible.
Bible. Bible. Correct. Lamentations 2:4.
Hello.
Two more. Ingreement souls condemned for all eternity, obtained by immoral observance, a domineering deity.
Dominating deity?
Domineering
Domineering deity.
deity.
Domineering deity. Say that fast.
Say it 3 times fast.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why anybody would want to sing about that. So I'm going to say Bible.
Bible.
I'm gonna say metal.
Metal. That's metal. That's Slayer, South of Heaven.
Gotta like Slayer, though.
And we got one
just
more.
Classic.
Bonus tiebreaker?
This is it.
This one's worth 30 points.
Yeah.
All the nothing.
All the nothings.
Rabid victim, martyr stranded. Level-headed boy, you better bend. Soon your luscious honey sugar, mellifluous life is going to end.
Oh, well, this is easy.
Easy.
This is an easy one.
Context clue.
It's definitely metal.
It's absolutely metal.
Metal? Metal?
Metal to metal.
Wrong. It's a Fish lyric. I tricked him. I'm the winner of the game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You son of a...
It's from
could you?
It's from Fluffhead.
I trusted you. We trusted you.
You saw Fluffhead.
I
You
did
saw
see
it in the
Fluffhead.
hardcore.
Yeah, but I mean, he was listening to it. It's funny. You can see things and not hear them.
Like, I trusted you.
trusted
You did, and you were a fool.
Fluffhead. You blew it.
Well,
I
good-
trusted you.
good game,
So what
guys.
is it, tie?
I guess. Yeah, you both lost. I won. Do you want to do one real tiebreaker? Yeah.
Do we have a minute?
We have 1 minute.
Okay, here's a real one. Part your heavens, Lord. This one's easy.
I mean, is there a religious metal band though? You think there has to be?
Oh yeah, there's Christian metal as a whole subgenre.
Christian metal is
But like this, like rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
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 I mean, maybe not so
Creed.
heavily.
Creed.
Oh God, that's like
Please.
that's just like garbage.
They're pretty heavy.
But you do have a valid point.
Push away, No, but there's definitely like, I'm not like, they don't heavily rely on like guttural vocals and everything,
Yeah.
but definitely influenced by Christianity and Christian beliefs. Like a lot of bands like say like Manowar,
Manowar.
Blind Guardian.
Hear now this story of the man that should not be, a ghoul of blackened torment, sullen atrocity, a kindred soul to the devil's own, malignant personified, cast from his fire. He molests the purest light.
Molest?
Molest.
That has to be religious.
This podcast is brought to you by Sweet Baby Ray's.
Good callback.
I like the callback.
Oh
So
man.
Bible,
Yeah.
Metal.
metal, for the win. It's iced earth. Vengeance is mine.
Oh, he wins, and he wins nothing, folks.
He wins the clout.
He wins nothing. That was fun, except for the end when I probably insulted
Just
somebody.
insulted the host. You'll never be back on this show.
I insulted the host.
You're supposed to let
Thank you for joining us. We're maybe next week I'll have my
No prisoners.
my table back. Well, no, maybe we got a new table. I don't know. Today we went over the top 10 hardest metal songs of all time.
Well, we got through 5 of them.
We only
5,
did
6.
5.
He's really
We only did
upset right
Top
now.
5.
It's hard
According
to
to Mike the Prospo, every week, we've taken a couple weeks off, but every week at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we meet here on this stage and we talk about music, a couple of musicians in a room. Real Brave is a music studio. We have amazing online lessons that you can sign up for because Practice Pad 3.0 is coming, and probably next week we should try to show the clips from last week. We actually did a podcast, but we recorded it with all our own plays with a live studio audience. It was a lot of fun. I really have nothing else to say other than please join us every week here on Real Brave. Thank you, everybody.